That's better. So my pawb, Sidachi. Hello everyone, how are we all? Well, I hope this foul weather isn't too bad for wherever you are, but it's really blowing a hoolie here. We've had winds of over 90 miles an hour up here in North Wales. Not sure what it's been like in the rest of the country, but it's been pretty disgusting, hasn't it? In fact, it's not really been nice since November, particularly up here. And unfortunately, our new roof hasn't held up, and we've got a bit of a leak. But the chap's going to come out as soon as he can. Obviously, it's too dangerous for him to come out at the moment because of the winds being so high. So we've got a bucket on the landing because the water's coming in through the loft hatch. So it's right above the loft hatch. So we can't put anything up there because it's right above the loft hatch where the ladder is attached. So bucket on the landing with a towel underneath in case it misses. And one bit of the guttering round the back came down, which is unusual, but I think that's because the wind was coming from this direction, which it doesn't normally. Normally it comes from the side, and we're sort of protected at the back of the house because of next door, but it's been coming from all sorts of directions. In fact, when I was walking up to one of the shops in town the other day, the wind was blowing against me, so my hood kept blowing open. And I thought, well, that's all right. When I come out, I should be walking the opposite way and the wind will be blowing my hood up. So that's fine. No. The wind decided to change direction. So my hood was blown off both ways. So I got a bit damp. But there you go. It can't be helped. Anyway, enough wittering. Let me get on with today's video. So this is a video using the free paper that you can get in the Sale-a-Bration, the current Sale-a-Bration catalogue. If you spend £45, you can choose various things, and I've got this Flight Airy paper, which that doesn't matter because I can show you the proper paper now. In fact, I like it so much that I managed to get 2. So you get 12 sheets of 12 by 12 papers, and they are absolutely gorgeous, and I've used half of them already, and I think I've probably shown you these already in a previous haul, but there's no harm showing it again because they are gorgeous. So there's this one which has got these lovely little birdies on, and this one, I want to make sure I'm not picking up 2. And then this one, which a lot of people I've noticed, I've been looking at Pinterest and whatever, they've actually been fussy cutting these. I'm not a fan of fussy cutting. I'm too lazy. This one, is this the one I was thinking of? Yeah, this one, I probably said also when I showed it before, reminds me of the wallpaper that was in a bathroom of a guest house that we stayed at in Cardiff a few years ago. And it's gorgeous. And then these lovely little plump little birdies, which I probably could fussy cut these because they're not too fussy. And then there's this beautiful one with these lovely pink flowers, which is gorgeous. And then on the backs, so one of them's got this sort of painted / stippled effect, which is quite nice and very Cath Kidston, I think, or original Cath Kidston, I think, going back a long time. Some nice, now see, this isn't showing up as green as it actually is. It's a lovely shade of green. This one, not so keen on, and neither's the camera, so it's strobing a bit. I'm going to remove that one straight away. And then a pinker version of the other flowers, and then a blue sort of paint washed effect. But they are gorgeous. I love them. In fact, I'm not sure if I showed this before, but my friend Wendy, who lives in Llanberis, made me this lovely little desk calendar, so it stands up like that, and she fussy cut this bit, which is very nice, and she got me a Welsh calendar, and I haven't been able to find any of these this year. So I've got my calendar Cymraeg, which I shall put over there. So that was nice. Now, oh, excuse me, I went completely mad. I thought, I love these papers so much. I picked 4 of the colours that are in, mentioned on the back of the wrapper for the card, for the paper. So I picked Bubble Bath, Boho Blue, Fresh Freesia and Flirty Flamingo. So I cut myself loads of card blanks, some of them going this way, so they're tent fold, and some of them going what I call the normal way, so side fold. And as you can see, I've still got some left, so I can do some more of those later. And I've got more, oh, put that there. I've got more bits that I've cut out to the right size that I can do with those. I also cut out lots of different bits to put sentiments on. Can't think what they're called. Anyway, so I did some circle ones with obviously the circles. I did these, what do you call those, pennant, like a pennant. And so I did more circles, more circles, more circles. I did lots of the circles. And then I did this one, which you can either use that way or that way. More pennants, and then some more deckled rectangles. So as you can see, I still have some of those left over. And in fact, I found some more of the circles and the rectangle, but I need to die cut the white bits for those. So I made lots of samples. In fact, I just got carried away and I was just thoroughly enjoying myself, and I suddenly thought, oh, hang on a minute, I better leave a couple that I can actually do on camera so you can see what I'm doing. I think I'm just going to move you down a bit because it seems a little bit far away. Tilt you up a little bit. Yeah, that's a bit better. Now, I don't think it likes this paper background, so I'll move that out of the way. I might put this plain white one there. Just scribble over that number there, whatever that is. It's somebody's telephone number, but don't ask me whose. You probably can't see that anyway, so that's all right. So, a lot of them I just cut straight, nothing fancy, to fit the card. And then with the others, I cut a backing with my deckled rectangles, and then a top layer with a slightly smaller size. So I've already stuck those on. I'm going to stamp the 2 sentiments with, one is going to have, oh, where's the lens? There it is. Thinking of you. I don't know if you can see that. Thinking of you. And this one says, everything will be okay. You can see that, but you'll see them when I've stamped them out in a minute. So I've got my 2 colours. I've got Fresh Freesia for this one. Let's open up my chamois there. Right, so I think I will do Thinking of You in the Fresh Freesia. Make sure to get it nice and centred. Lovely. And then put that away before I stick my elbow in it, which I'm very likely to do. I managed to get, I was doing a last minute card yesterday for somebody, and I have no idea how I did it, but I managed to end up with ink everywhere, all over my hands. So, oh, actually, no, I might need that again. I might need that again. So I'll just leave that there. So this one is the Flirty Flamingo. Make sure I've got that the right way round. And Lovely. Now, the reason I want these again is because I just picked at random a little flower. Can't really see that. Oh yeah, there you go, just about. A little flower stamp, which, to be honest, I can't remember which stamp set I got it from, but I'll work out which one it is. So what I'll probably do is just do a couple of little bits like that. Around the bottom. Yeah, I think that'll be quite nice. I'll hold those up in a minute so you can see them. And then I'll do the same again with the fresh freesia. I might do this more of a sideways one, with one at the bottom and one at the top. Did I stamp that? No, I can't remember if I stamped it or not. I'd rather do it twice than not at all. There we go. Right, put that away before I definitely stick my great big elbow in it. So it just gives them an extra little bit then. Ooh. With the flowers, and that one's just got them around the bottom, which I think is quite nice. Now I then have to decide if I'm going to put dimensionals on this to lift that up from that bit and stick that flat onto the card, or stick that flat onto that and lift the whole thing up on dimensionals. I think. And also, where am I going to put it? I'm going to stick it down there. I think I will stick this flat onto the card. I'll put it there. And then I will raise this one up on dimensionals. D. Stick the little bits in my little jar. There we go, and I think I'll put that on as a slight angle. That's quite nice. So that's that one. I'll just burnish that so that folds nice and flat. So that's that one, thinking of you, which is very nice. And then this one, just to ring the changes, I will stick the sentiment flat to the background, and then I'll raise that up on dimensionals. Now, where am I going to put? I think I'll put that up there where there are no birdies at all. Now, when I did this, I thought I'd like to use quite a lot of different die cut shapes for the sentiments, which I did. Oh well, I'll show you in a minute how many different ones I did. And I also thought, let's try and make as many different sentiments rather than doing them all birthday or some birthday and some thank you. I said to myself, right, I'll get lots of different stamp sets, and I think I ended up using, I used 11 different stamp sets for all of the cards that I made. So there we go, everything will be okay, which is nice to send to somebody who might be having problems or whatever at the moment. So that's the two that I've just made now. So I'll show you now some of the others that I made over the last couple of days. So again, you can see on some of them I've used the little flower motif, and I've also put some what are they called? Adhesive backed gems. They call them gems, but these ones are matte. And the ones that I've used are actually from the hot air balloon suite, but most of the colours worked with these ones, so cheated a bit. So I made one that says hello. I've even made one that says Happy Mother's Day, because like I said, I wanted to use as many different ones as possible. Now I don't have anyone to make a Mother's Day card for anymore, so I can find, I'll give that to my friend's charity stall at church, because somebody might like that, because I thought that's quite nice for Mother's Day. I've done a thinking of you this Easter. I've done a happy birthday. Sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. Now that can be a birthday, an anniversary, even a wedding, I suppose. That's quite nice. Yeah, it's quite nice for a wedding. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. This is another shape that I used with my dies. This one, everything will be okay, again. Thinking of you. So I think that's the same thinking of you that I've just made. I hope your day is filled with joy. Again, you can use that for all sorts of things. Thank you. I think these papers particularly lend themselves to this boho blue, because it just goes so beautifully. Cherished friend. That's the one with the fat little birdies on it. Hello, and you can see on this one I stamped and stamped again and then stamped a third time, so you get a little ghost of flowers on that one. You're in my prayers. Again, that one can probably go to the church charity stall. Hope it's your best day ever. Happy anniversary. And super fantastic mega news, which you can use for anything that somebody's given you super fantastic mega news of. But I just thought it'd be a great idea to do loads of cards with as many different sentiments as possible, rather than sticking with the same old happy birthday, thinking of you, and all that sort of palaver. Now, if you're interested in which dies I used my deckled circles, which are great because they do up to really huge ones, my deckled rectangles, and what's this one called? Nested essentials. So I used those, and those to make my sentiments with. And if you're interested in which stamp sets I used, I used generally one from each of them, but a couple of them I might have taken two. So the first four are actually retired, so you can't get these from Stampin' Up anymore. But I used Celebrating You, Punch Party, Peaceful Moments, Lovely You, which has got some lovely little bits and pieces on. And then these ones are all current. As far as I'm aware, I may not be 100% up to date on my current / retired ones. So Let's Set Sail, which obviously is the Hope It's Your Best Day Ever stamp. Hope and Prayer, which was the You Are In My Prayers. Heartfelt Hexagon. I used that, which that's where the little flower comes from, so if I put that to one side, I remember to put that one away. And Heartfelt Hellos. Now this is another one that you can also get free in the Sale-a-Bration catalogue if you spend £45. And that was the Easter one and the hello that I used for that. Go To Greetings, which really are go-to greetings. I use this one a lot because although it has the same 4 sentiments, it has them in 3 different sizes and 3 different fonts. So, I mean, I can probably show you on the back. That's the actual stamps. They are amazing, and I do use that an awful lot. My new garden meadow, which is where the Thinking of You stamp came from. Yes, so I'm going to put that one back in there. So that one's fairly new. And Charming Sentiments, which, oh, that was the Wishing You the Happiest of Birthdays. And the Super Fantastic Mega News. So that one's quite a good one as well. So yes, I used, did I say 11? 1, 5, yes, I used 11 different stamp sets, 3 different sets of dies, and 5 different colours of card if you include white, because I, as well as cutting out regular, you know, from the regular cardstock, I've got the white ones that I buy, which are pre-made, that I get from my local craft shop. So I think that's me done for today. So I'm going to put this paper back down here, just because it's so lovely, and I think that one's probably my favourite of all of them. Although, to be honest, they're all my favourites. I love them all. I think they're gorgeous. So next time I think I might do a kit. I've got a couple of the new kits. One that I got before Christmas and one that I got after Christmas. So I may do both of those. Yeah, I think I probably will. Anyway, that's me for now. And thank you very much for joining me. And I'll see you again next time. Hwyl am y tro.